Hello and a very warm welcome to each one of you on day 17 of our 28-day gratitude challenge. So, how are you doing today? How did you start your day? What are the miracles that you created in the last 16 days? You must go and recall, or you must take an inventory or a review of how your life has changed after you started practicing gratitude. And when you do that, you will have a lot more gratitude once you see the little things and the big things that are beginning to change for you. So, what are we going to talk about today? We have spoken about so many different aspects. We have spoken about magic money, we have spoken about your body, we have spoken about having gratitude when you go to sleep, about the frequencies that you can tune in. There are so many things that we have spoken. So you all must be wondering that is there still something left? Don't worry, we have a lot left till we complete our 28-day series. So for today, I am going to talk to you about a different aspect when it comes to having gratitude with our body and health. How is it working? So you may want to refer the video that I did on having gratitude with your heart. Okay, so how it works and how a little bit of what I have said about how the body functions. So today we are going to elaborate. Okay, so now what has gratitude to do with health? What has gratitude to do with bodies? So we know one fact till now, at least in the last 16 days, we have been literally trained in our head to say that gratitude brings up a change in the way you look at things, your change in your attitude, and the change in the way you vibrate and the way you feel. Okay, so that is one aspect of what gratitude does. So now, how can gratitude help you in your health? What can it do for you in your health? So now we are going to talk about that aspect. So before that, I am going to tell you one secret of our mind, that our brain, okay, our thinking pattern is naturally wired to think negative. So, if there's a positive situation and if there's a negative situation, unless and until you have really put effort and trained yourself and worked on yourself the same way how you're doing now to wire yourself into gratitude, your mind will naturally shift into picking up the negative step first rather than picking up the positive stuff first. Okay, so there was an experiment done by a psychologist, and there were a group A and a group B. Now, both of them were due for surgery. So what they did was they went and told the group A patients, okay, that the success rate for this surgery that they are going to go through is 70%. And they told the group B that the surgery that they are going in for has 30% failure rate. So then they just compared their moods, and they in the study what they found out was that the ones who were the group A, where they had just changed the language and where they said that there is 70% success rate, and the people, the group B, where they said that there is 30% failure rate, both were same. Group A was not happy to know 70% success rate, and Group B was like, why should I go in for the surgery if there is 30% failure rate? That 30% sounded like 300%. So then next time, what they did with the same group, they changed the wordings again. So now they said to the group A that there is only 30% failure rate and 70% success rate. And they told the group B that there is only 30% failure rate and there is 70% success rate. Do you think anything changed for them? Nothing. Nothing changed, because that negative aspect in their mind, that why only 70%, got stuck. Why wasn't it more? Why should I risk my body? Why should I go under the knife? Was far larger than what it would have been otherwise. So, this is how our mind is naturally tuned into thinking the negative parts or picking the negative. They did not, like, the both the groups did not even pay attention to what the words were. They did not even pay attention that it just had 30% failure rate. For them it was 30% failure rate, so that is how we think. So now how do we change this? Is there a way to change this? That's how I and Michelle are here every day. We teach you how to change things. We teach you how to change things for gratitude. So, another aspect of our body, okay, whenever we go into negative thinking, what happens naturally? What happens when you think negative? Your body will experience stress, okay? Your body will experience a great amount of stress. And once your body experiences stress, so that means your body is experiencing threat. Now, listen to my words carefully. When your body experiences stress, your body experiences threat. It is a threatening situation to your body. So, what does your body do when you are in a threatening situation? Your body starts preparing for survival. So, as we are naturally wired to think negative, we are also naturally wired to think and plan and act about survival. So, what does survival do? You have to either fight the situation or you have to flight. Flight means you have to escape the situation in some way. So, when your body goes into this conflict that should I fight or should I flight, okay, here these are some chemical reactions that take place in your body. So now your body is in stress, that means it is facing threat, that means it is looking for survival. So in this chain reaction, there is a hormone in your body which is in a layman's language known as a stress hormone. Otherwise, it is called as a cortisol hormone. So whenever your body experiences stress like situation, now it does not have to be physical stress. It can also be mental stress, it can also be emotional stress. So in such a scenario, your body starts secreting excessive of cortisol hormone. And when your body secretes excess of cortisol hormone, there is a kind of inflammation that starts forming in the body. So that could also result in pain for some people, the physical pain I'm talking about. So when your body is into high stress, it cannot differentiate a safe situation. It does not feel safe. So when your body is constantly not feeling safe, what do you expect your body to do? What do you expect your body to react as? Of course, it's going to deteriorate. And by now, we all know stress means lowering of immunity. So, when you lower your immunity because of stress, now stress could be chronic thinking, stress could also be many other things, like you're stressed about a relationship, you're stressed about your job, you're stressed about your finances, you're stressed about the current affairs of the world. So, now you have to decide how much of this stress that you are feeding inside your body is going to be useful for you, because even you don't know, your body is not going to knock and say I'm secreting cortisol right now. No. But this, imagine if you are in a habit of chronic stress, which we so easily call as tension. Okay, I am feeling tensed, I am taking tension. So when you say tension, that is what your body is doing in the background. So what I want to tell you, is it time to change all of this? Because maybe you don't understand the science of how your body operates, but you must be aware. Because if you are not aware and if you are not informed, you will not be able to change it. Because the impact of taking stress or the impact of experiencing stress in your body is far more harmful and far more degenerating to your body than handling it with gratitude. So, what is the only thing that can change? Okay, so research also says that when you go in a stress situation, when your body goes into the survival mode, the only thing that can bring it back, okay, the only thing that can bring it back are good thoughts, good memories. So now, how many of you who are watching here, are you able to naturally switch into a happy mood if you're in a sad mood? I would, if I say yes, I would be lying to all of you. Okay, it's not that easy. So how do you switch that? How do you make that switch? You start thinking, or you start recalling those incidents where you were grateful. You start by having gratitude to your body. You start by having gratitude to the situations, and naturally, the stressor will start coming down. Your body will have a normalized pace. Now, there might be some people who go into extreme stress where they will even have physical experiences. Like they will have something called as hot flushes. They might go through a temperature change in their body. They might start having, means, their heart racing, their pupils dilating, or they want to, they get into some kind of anger or frustration, or they get into deep seated panic. So, when you are grateful, you will notice, or when you start changing your thoughts into being grateful, you will notice that none of this will take place, or it will start slowing down and it will start being in control. And when this happens, that means you have switched your body back to calm. And why am I elaborating on this so much? Okay, because it is very, 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 very important for you to get this in your head that your stress could even kill you on a long run. Because if it's lowering your system, if it's lowering the efficiency of the functioning of your body, naturally you are going to do that one day. Okay, so now what have I to tell you about the gratitude part? So now this is the homework or the home play that I am going to give each one of you. Okay. So now what you need to do, you need to just have a quiet place, or as listening, you can close your eyes and you can even do this right now to experience how it feels. You are going to start thanking your body, and they could be with positive statements. They could also be by you putting your hand on your heart, or you putting your hand on your body wherever you feel that it needs to be loved. It could be anything. Okay. So when you place your hand on your body, you are going to tell your body, I thank you, body. I am so grateful for you to function in the optimum state of health. I am so grateful and happy that I am healthy. Thank you, body, that I am healthy. Thank you for always keeping me healthy. So, when you say thank you will experience that change and that shift in your mood. And when you experience that, that is the magic that you are going to do. So, initially, for you to make it easy, what you can do is you can start by saying thank you to the systems. Okay, now for the ones who know that you can do that, you can start thanking your systems in your body that function very well. Okay, now for example, if somebody has chronic pain, but they can start thanking their respiratory system, they can start thanking their circulatory system, they can start thanking their digestive system. Okay, and if you are not so deep into knowing the various systems, you can thank various parts of your body. You can thank the organs. You can thank your heart, you can thank your liver, you can thank your kidneys, your stomach, your hands, your legs, everything. And once you do that, now the second phase is you can move to thanking the part that is maybe in pain, or the part that is, the situation is not very pleasant. If someone is used to having migraines, you can thank yourself for not having a migraine attack that day. You can thank yourself for not having a headache, or for having a lesser intensity. Or you can thank your body for not showing up pain that day. Okay, and if you are used to having medicines, okay, if you are someone who takes medicines, now we don't say ignore medicine. All this has to be done with your clinical and medical care. We do not advocate in any way that you stop that and you only do in gratitude. It is your doctor's job to regulate your medicines. Get that very clear. Okay, it's not Google's job, nor is our job. Okay, so when if you take medicines, you thank your body and bless the medicine. Thank the medicine that thank you for keeping me healthy. Thank you for regulating the blood pressure. Thank you for regulating the sugar level. So, whatever you take your medicines for, I just gave you some random common examples. So, whatever you take your medicines for, thank it so that it will have the best effect it is supposed to have. Do not, please do not judge that if you're taking medicines, your body is not going to get better. Your body has a beautiful capacity to regenerate itself back to health, but the but is that you don't believe in it. The but is of not believing. So you will come into belief once you start practicing gratitude and you will see the results. And this part you can include in your daily practice. You can do it several times a day. You can do it once a day. You can do it the moment you wake up or when you go to sleep. I leave that choice up to you. But what I am trying to say is that do this. And you don't have to have an illness or a issue with health. You can anyway thank your body because you never know when you get into stress. So I hope you are very clear about how to have gratitude with your body and with your health. And this is me, Natasha, taking your leave for today. And I will see you soon.